We're live. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
Conscious Life Collective Sunday series. Today we are on week 6, and my name is Julia Birnatsky. I am the co-founder of Conscious Life Collective and the founder of Untamed Hearts.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nikki Preventure, and I am also a co-founder of Conscious Life Collective with Julia. And we are bringing you something really special. Again, we're at the 6th week of our Consciousness and Energy of the Week connection with Michael Ocher. We're so excited. Michael is a spiritual and a Kabbalah teacher. And the inspiration for our weekly series is to be very conscious about what is happening in the cosmos and the world, and just finding how we can be connected to that energy and knowing what's happening, and to be able to align our energy and be conscious and aware to be able to make great and wise decisions in our personal lives, in the community, and in the world during this next upcoming week. So I would love to hear how we can be personally aligned and be guided by the energy that's available this week. Oh, you're muted, Julia. There you go.
Yeah, I like to get muted just to make sure, and then I start talking naturally, and then nobody knows what's going on. So, yes, love that, Nikki. Thank you for this beautiful introduction, and Michael, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Julia.
So today we are again, like every time we meet, you guys think about it. Every time we meet, it's either full moon or new moon or something like grand is happening. Like the universe is aligning us in a way that we can really connect to the energy. We can really check in with our consciousness. So what's today? Today is a new moon of Leo. That's huge. And today is also a very big day, and I'm going to let Michael share it with you. I'm not going to spoil that. But I've been personally feeling a lot of energy, like the intensity of it, and you can take intensity into positive and a negative. So our work is to always use that energy and use what's available so that we can build, so we can create, so that we can extend kindness and compassion amplified by that energy. So we would always take it to the positive and contribute to the positive of the world. And so, Michael, where do we begin today? Should we begin with the new moon of Leo?
Well, there's a few things. Also, today is, the Kabbalistic calendar tells us a special days when certain huge souls have connection to this day. And today is a very special day. It's called the Day of Joseph the Righteous, and I'm sure some of you know him as he's a very big character in the Genesis. And Kabbalistically, he's considered a huge conduit of light energy in our physical reality. And it actually says that he was actually born and left on this day. Not on the same day, obviously, but in the same Kabbalistic day, 110 years apart. He lived 110 years, and that means that he's with us today. So he's with us today, and if we ask for his assistance, if we ask for his guidance, if we ask for his help, he's able to come and help us. So that's definitely something that we want to take advantage of today. And we want to know, he had a very interesting life. He was born, he was one of the 12 brothers and sons of Jacob, the patriarch. And he was a little bit more different and a little bit more special. And it says that his father even loved him a little bit more than his other kids. And he had a little bit of a show-off tendency. He was a little bit, he knew that he's going to reach greatness, and he saw dreams. In his dreams, he saw that he's going to be a very big individual. And instead of being humble, he started to boast about it, and he told his brothers and everyone, and started to, go around and say, "Oh, I'm going to be the greatest." and it caused a little bit of friction between him and his brothers, which actually made his brothers do something very not nice. They sold him into slavery. Sounds crazy, but that's what happened. And he actually spends 22 years of his life basically being a slave or in prison. And what's one of the main lessons that Kabbalists teach us from Joseph, from his consciousness, the reason why he was able to achieve the level of consciousness that he did achieve was because he was able to forgive. Is because he was able to forgive his brothers for what they have done. Means he held no hard feelings towards them for what they done to him. Now, he was a Cancerian. We're still in a month of Cancer. We are in Kabbalistic month of Cancer. Cancerians are very family oriented. They love home, house, family, etc. So to be pushed out of that was obviously I'm sure it wasn't an easy process for him. It wasn't something that he was naturally excited about. But to be able to forgive them and to move on, and actually the Zohar, the ultimate Kabbalistic text, right? So he was actually willing to go after and do good for people that have hurt him. And that's the ultimate status of somebody when you complete a life lesson with someone, is when you're not just in a state of forgiveness towards them, but you actually go to the level of wanting to help them. So that's one energy that's available. He's also considered the ultimate channel of sustenance, physical and spiritual. It says that it's a beautiful teaching. Also, the place where he's laying right now, it's considered a place where all the prayers of the world elevate. So when Kabbalists pray, we always meditate to be at his location. And he basically offers us a lot of spiritual help, in his most assistance comes in the area of abundance, to help people have abundance, wealth, financial independence, and to make sure that we understand the concept of sharing sustenance. Also, his ultimate way of achieving this abundance was because he always understood that whatever he receives, a part of it he needs to give and share with others. So that's an ultimate consciousness of him today. Now, another lesson that also he teaches us and helps us do is the power of letting go and forgiveness, forgiving people, not holding any grudges, not holding any hard feelings, and blaming people for whatever happened in our life, but being totally in a state of forgiveness. So it's another beautiful lesson from Yosef, and beautiful quality that he can help us develop. And it's as simple as just asking for it in our meditation, asking for his soul, his consciousness, his energy to come in and help us do that. So that's one. He also is in charge of dreams, it says. So any dreams that we receive, we actually, or if we want to ask for a dream message, we can ask him to come in and help and give us a message. So it's today specifically. And then, yes, as you mentioned, Julia, this tomorrow, Monday, is the beginning of when the moon will move into the sign of Leo, right? So that's another big event that's happening. And it's going to take 2 days for it to fully move in. And what do you know, Julia, about Leos? What do you know?
It's interesting. So it's interesting that Yosef is all about forgiveness and like having this big heart where when he was able to extend the kindness and the desire to help people who hurt him so much and costed him so many years of his life, but with all of that, he was able to forgive them and help them, right? And aren't Leos that way a little bit? They have huge hearts, right? They are taking care of their own. They're able to. Don't you like? I feel that there is this connection between like this. I would like to say not being small, because someone who is able to forgive, it's a big person. Small people having problem to forgive, they hold on to grudges. Right?
Small consciousness.
Small
consciousness. Bigger consciousness, it's easier for you to forgive.
Bigger consciousness, seeing a big picture, that the energy doesn't go anywhere, it just transforms into a different form. And I feel that I personally love Leos. I think they're like so many great qualities that they possess, even though sometimes they can get angry, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they can get very strong. What should we know about that?
So the sign of Leo is governed by the sun. And it's very interesting that no other sign is connected to the sun, only Leo. Just like Cancer is only connected to the moon, the Leo is only connected to the sun. And Leos, like you said, are very big. They're very magnanimous. They're very huge. They're kind of the life of a party. They have this royal demeanor to them. It's like kind of something noble and royal about them. But they do have a tendency. They're also very artistic. They're very creative. They're very intelligent. They're very intuitive also. They have a very good intuition. And amazing speakers. They love being on stage, like the sun, being in the center of attention, being in the middle of things, being seen, looking good, etc. This is all their qualities. And however, they have some of their weaknesses are the tendency to get upset, to get angry, to get upset, to get in the mindset of blaming, raging. They have the elements that are connected to the sign of Leo are double fire. So they're fire and internal fire. So they have a lot of energy of explosion, you can say. And they have a few qualities that we might take upon during this month that we want to be aware of, that we don't want to take them so much. We want to be more proactive about it. So one quality is they are trying to solve everyone's problems. So the moment they hear someone has a problem, they jump into another person's space and immediately try to tell them what to do. Oh, you have this, so this is what you need to do. I'm going to tell you A, B, and C, and D, and this is what you need to do, and this is how you're going to resolve your problems, and this is what you do, and etc. So this is a beautiful quality. However, they don't ask for permission, and they like to be a little bit intrusive. Their goal this month is to do the total opposite, is to actually ask for help, which is one of their weaknesses. One of their weaknesses is to say, I need help. You know what? I need help in this area. I need help in that area, and I need help. And the actual act of asking for help is very difficult for them because they assume such a big role to themselves. They assume that they're so big, they're so powerful, they're so strong that they never need help. However, we're all human, we're all people, we're all just vessels of Creator's light, and we need to learn to ask for help. So that's one major task that we can do this month.
May I add something to it?
Sure.
Yes, just because, a lot of times people feel that asking for help is showing weakness.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned over the years, because I've been like that for many years of my life, I've learned that being vulnerable and asking for help is the greatest strength.
Yes.
It's much greater strength than we can even imagine.
Yeah.
And allowing others to contribute is
100%. And being also giving other people an opportunity to help us, right? You're actually helping someone share by asking for help.
Yes.
That's a huge attribute that we all want to be aware of, that we don't become the superheroes of every situation, of everyone's life, and try to resolve, help, and solve everyone's problems. That's not what we want to do. That's not what we're meant to do. What we want to do is learn to ask for help and to be an example of that, to be an example of what would you do if somebody had this issue. You would ask for help. So that's what you want to do. We really want to learn this amazing quality of asking for help. Now, another attribute that they tend to have is they get upset and they can get angry and they can get very loud and very, like lions, start roaring. And not all Leos, obviously, but some. And if we're entering this month, this quality is amplified in all of us. So we really want to be aware of this tendency of not getting upset, not getting angry, not getting furious, not getting, why are these people not understanding me? How could they not get me? All these quotes, all these sayings in our mind, we really want to avoid them completely. What we do want to focus on is the origin of anger. And actually, the anger has an amazing origin. If you look at it spiritually, the root of anger is actually love. It's love that a person doesn't know how to share, how to convey, how to express, how to deal with. That's why it's connected to, love is in the heart chakra. And one of kind of the weaknesses of Leos is their hearts. So they need to learn how to work with this love, how to understand, how to process this love, how to share it with others, how not to be aggressive and being in control of this love. Because actually, when you're angry at someone, you actually, there's different kinds of anger, obviously. But when you're angry at someone that you're close with, it's actually because you really love them. You really care. So that's an expression that you really love them. And that's why you have this feeling of anger. That's why you get frustrated with them. So what you want to do when you feel it, you actually want to go to the root of that feeling. You want to go to the root of that emotion. And the root of that emotion is love. But what you want to learn to do is how to tame it, how to balance it, how to be open to receive love and also to give love. So just like they love to help, to save, to contribute, they need to learn how to receive love also, how to receive love. And it's a beautiful balance that you want to learn how to do. And another thing, so that's second point of today is learning how to deal with anger. Also, Kabbalistically, the letter that created the sign of Leo is called the letter Tet. It's a beautiful letter and it has an amazing drawing in it. It's the only letter that kind of looks into itself, looks inside. And this is what Leos need to learn, that they need to not be so outwardly, but to also start looking within. What do I need to change? If this irritates me, if this bothers me in other people, in this person, in this group of people, in this situation, my job is to look inside. It's not to blame other people. It's not to be upset at other people. My job is to look within me and see where that attribute is in me. Where do I behave that way? And not to point fingers. This is the ultimate, the essential, the number one requirement for this month is the ability to learn, because if they do it, it can be unbelievable in this, is to learn how to look inside. Because the amount of energy that we're going to have this month is enormous. It's so much energy. It's like the sun, right? Our whole solar system is maintained by this one beautiful planet. Its energy, its sun, its warmth is what helps our life exist on our planet and holds the whole solar system together. So that's why they can be such amazing centers of houses, of parties, etc. But they have to learn this quality of looking within. They have to learn the spiritual lesson of how do I work on myself? How do I look inside of me? If this upsets me in this human being, if this person is, I see that they're lazy, that they're greedy, that they're jealous, that they talk too much. If I see these qualities in other people and they get me frustrated, that means I need to look within and see where do I have that in me, not to blame and not to point fingers. So that's the second point. And also the beautiful, another beautiful attribute of this sign is self-expression, is the artistic side. It is the side where they express themselves. So this month, we all want to also learn an upgrade of how we express ourselves. Obviously, it starts with understanding ourselves, right? You want to know what's happening inside of you. You want to be fully aware, fully conscious, fully clear with what's happening inside of you. And after that, you're able to express yourself and to do it in a beautiful way, to do it in a graceful way, in an honorable way, not in a way of loudness and trying to get attention from other people, but to be in a way of balance, of restriction, of proactivity, or in a spiritual way, in a humble way. It's an amazing attribute that Leos want to learn, is the attribute of humbleness. Is actually they can be very humble. They have a huge potential to be very humble. So we also want to learn that. We also want to acquire this quality in these 30 days that are ahead of us. We want to learn a new way of self-expression. By the way, that's why if you have any artistic talents or if you like to be creative, use this energy as much as possible during this month, because it's going to be available in the universe. And the other part is also to learn to do it in a humble way, not to boast ourselves, to be very humble, to understand that you're just a channel of the Creator. You're just a channel of light. You're not the source of it. You're just a channel. You know, there's a beautiful saying that my teacher Verav used to say, and he used to say, you want to say that you're not the owner of your talent, but you're simply the manager. You're simply the manager. You know, all the gifts that we have, they all come from the Creator. That's the ultimate origin of them. And we want to always know and have that humbleness that I'm not the creator of that, right? Any talent that we do have came from the Creator. It's not like we created it, right? So that's the humbleness that we want to awaken. This true humbleness of understanding that everything that we have, everything that we are able to do, everything that we possess, every thought that come to us also only comes from the Creator. So to awaken this really deep sense of humbleness.
Oh my God, this is so beautiful and so deep, because it just knowing that everything comes from the Creator, right? All the thoughts, all of the ideas, and being in a space where I am the manager of it. I have the privilege, the merit, the luck to be the manager of something so beautiful. So not only that, it makes me feel humbled, and appreciation is what kind of like the guiding force becomes the guiding force. If I get myself into that consciousness and knowing that this is not mine, this is given to me as a gift to share with others, but that not only in my world, it also allows other people to connect to their gifts and talents and know that you are never alone. This is the beauty of it. When we have doubts come in, how am I going to do it? And I have these huge ideas. How am I going to bring them to reality, to this physical? How am I going to manifest it in this physical reality? Just that idea that the Creator is with you.
Yeah.
The forces that allowed you to have that thought to begin with, to have that inspiration, to have that desire to create something, you are never alone.
Yeah.
Just that alone, like just that is huge. Just
100%.
it's just like direct connection to the certainty, like no doubts, certainty. If I have it, there's a way. Allow it to unfold. Maybe there are people who need to come into our lives who will guide us a little bit more. Maybe we need to go deeper within, right? It's about going within, because everything we have is already inside. We got everything we need.
100%. Totally.
And allowing other people to own their ideas, to own their talents, empowering other people to be the best that they can be.
Yeah.
So that grand presence, like every one of us is going to be a little bit of Leo, right?
Mhm.
Right now. So let's ride that wave into the positive. Let's amplify all of that creativity, all of those things, and kind of let rest the doubts.
Yeah.
Let them go. Let's let go of doubts.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful what you said. To be also respectful of other people's space, to allow them to express themselves, to allow them to be themselves, and to be open and to understand that everyone is permitted and has the right of an opinion and lifestyle and whatever they choose to do. It is absolutely their opinion. We're not meant to alter and change anyone. Only if someone comes to you, that's when you should offer your help and assistance. Other than that, you should not impose yourself on other people. Yeah. So I also wanted to mention another thing, Yulia, is that actually on Tuesday, it's just so people are aware, it's the day before the new moon, the new month begins Kabbalistically, and that day is a beautiful day to look back and look at your previous 30 days. How were your previous 30 days? Were you able to accomplish whatever you wanted to accomplish? Were you able to be spiritual, proactive, etc.? Take a recount, take an inventory at what happened in the past month, and to prepare yourself for the new moon, to prepare yourself for the upcoming 30 days, to make maybe a list of goals you would like to accomplish, what you would like to achieve, what you would like to become. So to do that on Monday, starting Monday at sunset, just so we know Kabbalistically Monday sunset, until Tuesday sunset, we have that 24-hour period where we're able to kind of do a house cleaning of our spiritual life. So just be aware of that. A good day to be more connected to meditation. If you like to do, fasts, either spiritual or physical, to be a little bit less consumed with physicality, like food, etc., and be more consumed with spiritual activity. So just so you're aware of that.
Yeah, so that's so great, and it's really powerful. We do these new moon connections every once in a while. So I'm going to post it for you guys if you would want to join. I love doing these connections, and I love people joining me and doing it together. It makes it so powerful. And you basically designing, and that's again creativity. Everything that is happening in our lives, we create.
Yes.
Create without thinking about it. Each one of us is a creator. When we connect, when we're creating, we're becoming like a creator. This is like a beautiful place to be. Instead of surviving something, we are creating. We're taking over and we're creating. So like creating the month, such a powerful month that is coming up, is the best thing we can do on Monday night.
Totally.
Going into the full moon and taking count of what happened and creating what will happen, and it's up to us to say what will happen. I think just that alone should give us so much strength and so much like grounding and knowing that we are the creators.
Yes.
Sometimes people feel like things are happening to them. No, things are happening for us, not to us, but for us, especially all of it that we're going through right now. That just to be in that space, that things are happening for us and we are creating, and we're taking every single thing and making it for us.
Yeah.
So, oh my God.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it would be beautiful to go. By the way, as far as we've been doing the combination of letters recently, and I think people are liking to receive it and use it for as long as they want to. I'm wearing unconditional love today.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, that's what felt for me. Hey, unconditional love. Any other ideas that we can share with people for this next week? The energy to connect to.
Just to be low key, not to be fooled by your surrounding, and not to be controlled by your surrounding. not to get upset, not to get angry, not to get frustrated, all these feelings that the sign of Leo might have. And also it's such an intense time of these two energies of Cancer and Leo. It's a lot of energy, a lot of emotions, a lot of changes, very contrast. So to be balanced, to be grounded, to be centered, to take 10 seconds until you respond to something that upsets you. Fully take a break before you respond to something that usually makes you upset. And ultimately, instead of getting upset, ultimately look within and say, okay, why does this get me upset? Actually, there is a spiritual reason to help me grow. This is the only reason why it's in my life. It's not here really to upset me. It's not here really to piss me off, etc. It's only here to help me awaken the consciousness of change and transformation. So to kind of be more low-key, be more centered, be more grounded, to be in the state of much less physically connected and much more spiritually connected. That's like the ultimate guidelines for this time. Because both Cancer and Leo are probably some of the most dramatic signs that are in the whole zodiac. So we want to avoid being dramatic. We want to avoid being so overly explosive, overly governed by physicality. Something happened, someone said something, and can you imagine, can you believe this? Don't go for that. Don't go. Be calm, be relaxed, be in a state of restriction.
I love that. And I'm actually, you guys might see me like my eyes are going down, so I'm actually taking notes. So I'm going to post a few of these points for us, just so that we can take it into the week with us, and just like a shortcut, a reminder to be more lucky and not to get into this intensity of angry emotions and stay balanced and grounded. So I'm just going to make a few of those notes.
There's a good... if you want one of the 72 names, maybe I don't know if it's possible to do it later, but one of them is creating bridges.
Yes.
That's an amazing name, because that also, if you read it, it actually makes the sound of Om, which is a meditation that a lot of practices do. And also the third 72 name, miracle making. One of these two, both of them, are very powerful, because the miracle making also has the letter Tet, which looks inside. So Leo is also a fixed sign, meaning it's not a sign that loves change. It's not a natural tendency for it to look, oh, what can I change about myself? It's not their nature. So to use these letters, instead of being fixated, being stubborn, being angry, is to take a break from that and say, you know what, I'm gonna be different this month. I'm actually gonna do what they recommend me to do, and I'm not gonna be so kind of fixated like a bull and just going towards one direction. But I'm gonna be more flexible, more open, more giving, compassionate to myself, letting go, forgiving myself and others, etc. So all this consciousness, to awaken it more and more.
I love that. I just sent miracle makings to Miki, so we will either post it right away or we'll post it right after the broadcast. But yes, it was so interesting you said it, because I just had a private session with someone, because I do one-on-one sessions with people, and I've created miracle making. We've created this necklace for her. She's a psychiatrist, and she works with a lot of people. And I will not say the name because of privacy, but she works with a lot of people, and she literally creates, helps people to create miracles. And how, I'm just have goosebumps how aligned it is. So creating miracles is a powerful, beautiful.
I think Julia got stuck a little bit. Julia? Okay.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah. So beautiful combination, and we're sending it to you so that you can guys use it with anything you want to create in your life.
Yeah. And believe and understand that change is simple, change is easy, Change is comfortable, and you can do change. People assume that change is difficult, change is hard, change is impossible, etc. Change is so easy. Have that in your mindset. Change is simple, change is fun, change is exciting. Have that in your vocabulary, and then it's going to be that way. If you label it as impossible, difficult, hard, etc., that's how it's going to be. So you want to look at it in the right way. That change is fun, change is exciting, change is easy, comfortable, whatever vocabulary you want to use.
Yes. And miracles is our birthright.
Exactly. Amen.
Expect miracles.
Exactly. I also wanted to share, I hope it's okay, that we have an amazing broadcast at 1 p.m. on our website, Kabbalah.com. So if somebody's interested, feel free to join to connect more of the energy of miracles and abundance. So of Yosef Tzaddik that's available today. So if you want, feel free to go to our website after our broadcast.
So people can go to Kabbalah.com and they will see, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's free for everybody?
It's there's always a free trial, so you can always, if you're not a member, feel free to sign up, and you have a month for free membership. So feel free to do that. But today is an amazing day to do it because it's going to be broadcast, I think, with 6 of our teachers.
Wow.
Sharing different ideas about abundance, about sustenance, about yourself, etc. So really, a lot of good stuff.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Michael. Are we doing a little meditation today?
Of course. So we definitely want to do a meditation to download, to receive all this energy, to connect to the abundance and blessings and change that the Creator has for us. And we want to get in a comfortable position, uncross your arms and legs, take 3 deep breaths. Try to do it with your diaphragm, with your stomach, with your belly, and long exhales. And after that, you want to ground, be in yourself, feel yourself. And you want to center your consciousness in your heart. And then send your consciousness to the middle of the earth, to the core of the earth, where there's infinite amount of energy. And now meditate to pull this energy from the middle of the earth and feel it go all the way from the bottom of your feet to your calves, your knees, your thighs, your entire body, all your internal organs, your hands, your neck, your head. Feel how your entire body is becoming full of energy. Now then you want to imagine that this energy pops from the top of your head and forms a beautiful ball of light. And try to look at yourself from the side and observe what color is your ball of light today. And then pretend that you are in this ball of light. And everything around you is going to be perfect. Everything around you is going to be flawless. And then you want to see how this ball of light starts to go up from above your body, going above the building you're in, and starts to travel faster than the speed of light into our solar system, passing all the galaxies, all the constellations, going to the edge of the universe, going through the edge of the universe, and passing through layers of light and dark. And it starts to get brighter, 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 and brighter, until you reach a beautiful, bright layer of light. You keep going higher, and then you enter a golden area, a plane of light. Soothing, relaxing, golden plane of light. We keep going higher, and we enter a jello-like substance. thick water, jello or liquid-like. You keep going up. And then you want to see a beautiful opening and a beautiful shining of pearl-like light and energy. Approach this opening, take a deep breath, and on an exhale, go through this opening and enter the plane of the Creator. This is the source of all energy, the source of all the light, source of all the blessings, abundance, prosperity, healing, love, unconditional love. Everything originates from here. And here, we want to talk and communicate with the Creator. And you want to imagine how your ball of light dissolves and becomes one with this energy. And we want to awaken the consciousness, the energy, the feelings of unconditional love, the ultimate essence of the Creator, pure, perfect, unconditional love of the Creator. And you want to feel and see how this energy goes to all the areas of your consciousness, to every single cell of your body, to all your levels of your soul, to everything around you. It's being filled with this unconditional love of the Creator. If you want to do that and participate in it, say yes. And after we're filled with so much unconditional love, we want to practice the quality, the consciousness of forgiveness. And anyone in your life, including yourself, that you've ever blamed, hurt, ask them for forgiveness, and also forgive anyone who has hurt you. Wholeheartedly being able to completely let go of any pain, any injustice that we might have experienced, to move on from that experience, to fully let it go and to extract whatever we want to learn from it. And to tell those people, forgive me, and I forgive you. And also to forgive ourselves. To be in a complete state of forgiveness. We also want to awaken the ability to express and to receive love from others. So we want to ask the Creator to give us this ability, how to express love and how to receive love from others. So if you want that, also say yes. And for this week, we want to always have the ability to remain in our center, to remain balanced, to remain grounded, to remain at peace. So if you also want to do that, to receive this ability to be in your center, to be grounded, to be in your space, say yes. And before we come back, we want to thank the Creator for everything that we have, for this amazing and beautiful experience, for everything that we have in our lives, for everything that is coming to our life. Send this energy of love and appreciation and healing to the entire world, to anyone specifically if you want to include, and to broadcast this energy of unconditional love to the entire world. And whenever you're ready, rinse yourself in this energy. Fill yourself up again with it from the bottom of your feet. Fill your entire body, your entire being with this energy. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's have an amazing week.
Amen. Amen. Best week of your lives, of our lives.
Thank you. Best of our lives. We're creating.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We will post some notes. We will post images. And see you next week at 12 on Sunday.
See you.
And share it, guys. If you know of anybody who can benefit from it, please share it. Bye.
Bye.